Right now at noon, a house fire in Carl Junction leads to a criminal investigation.
And partly cloudy skies and warm today. I'll have a look at your forecast coming up.
Also, Southeast Kansas nonprofits get double the donations this week through a special matching program.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
An investigation into the cause of a house fire turns into a criminal investigation. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Samantha Walker. Authorities responded to reports of a house fire Tuesday night in the 3100 block of North Illinois of Carl Junction. Witnesses say a man ran from the area when the fire appeared. No occupants or responders were injured. The Missouri State Fire Marshal's office will assist in the investigation, which the Carl Junction Fire Chief confirms is an active criminal investigation. Tonight, community members have the chance to make their voices heard on a proposed land annexation in Crawford County. The annexation includes several plots of land that will be on the home of a multi-million-dollar solar project. Owners of that land and Mulberry Council have already agreed to the annexation. Now it's up to the Crawford County Board of Commissioners. The county does have a temporary halt in place on commercial solar and wind projects in the county that expires at the end of the year. The public hearing will take place tonight at 5:30 p.m. in the 3rd floor Crawford County Courthouse courtroom. We'll also have more after the hearing tonight on KOAM. Now let's check in with Donald O'Keefe for a look at your forecast.
And it's turning out to be a pretty beautiful day. As you look at downtown Pittsburgh, you can see some lingering clouds. Those will start to push out through the afternoon, and things are starting to warm up as well. Range line I-44 from our MoDOT cam looking pretty good out there. Nice sunny skies are starting to build in. Let's take a look at our almanac. So yesterday we reached a high of 73 degrees. That was 13 degrees higher than the average, and our low was about the same, 36 degrees for our low, and the average is 38. So definitely on the warmer side. So it's not feeling like November for our highs. And for our current conditions, sunny skies are starting to build in. We're reaching that high about 73 degrees. We could possibly see it maybe get a little bit warmer, but we were saying it's going to be probably about 73 through the afternoon. So well, now it says 72 for noon. However, it's 73, and it'll continue through the rest of the day. Also, some nice, partly sunny skies. It is going to be on the windier side, though. I was going to say that winds are coming out of the south, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. So our evening looks pretty good as well, cooling down just gradually into the lower 60s, but it's going to be a pretty nice day and evening. But I'll have a look at your full forecast coming up.
Thanks, Donald. The spirit of giving is alive and well in Southeast Kansas. 48 nonprofit organizations in the area are participating in Match Week, meaning donations to a good cause could be even greater. KOAM's Mitch Adams gives us the story.
Match Week is in full swing in Southeast Kansas, with donations flowing in to support nonprofit organizations. The Community Foundation of Southeast Kansas is offering matching donations to help build sustainability for the nonprofits.
And the Community Foundation is proud to have over $100,000 in matching funds to amplify donations that come in from the community. So more money that helps support our local nonprofits and the work that they do day in and day out to better our community.
One benefactor of donations this week consists of the Miners Hall Museum, Franklin Community Park, and Dragline Park, which are all managed by one entity. Phyllis Bittner, the chair of the Miners Hall Museum Foundation, says that the Match Week helps grow funding that may need to be utilized by future board members.
We know that all of us won't be here, say 10 or 15 years from now, and we want the facilities to continue to be able to be maintained. So through the endowment funds, that's how that will happen.
The efforts from area foundations and the generosity of donors is meant to pave a way for organizations to increase their longevity and be an active part of the community.
Needs in our community, donors are helping support that effort, and we're an avenue to help them do that. And it's really humbling to see the support that our community has for all these organizations and the work that they do.
Reporting in Southeast Kansas, Mitch Adams, KOAM News.
According to Executive Director Devin Gorman, the foundation is approaching $2 million that's been given to support nonprofits in the area in the last decade. Well, the U.S. government is starting to get back to normal after a record 43-day shutdown finally came to an end last night. Now the functions of government are beginning to get back to normal. Natalie Brand joins us with the latest.
Shutdown-related air travel impacts aren't over quite yet. Airline sources tell CBS News it could take 24 to 48 hours to ramp back up to full service once the FAA lifts its flight reduction at 40 major airports. Still, travelers are breathing a sigh of relief that the weeks-long shutdown is finally over.
It's good that they're back to work. Hopefully things get done.
With everything going back now, so just seeing how things flush out. So we hope all goes well.
More than 670,000 furloughed federal employees are returning to work. 730,000 others worked without pay.
The members that I represent, they are ecstatic. They are happy that the government's open. They can now get back to life. They can get back to business. They can make sure that there's food on the table.
The tens of millions of Americans who rely on federal food assistance should see their full SNAP benefits soon. A USDA spokesperson told CBS News recipients in most states will get their benefits within 24 hours.
That clock started with President Trump's signature on the funding measure late last night, but there's still a fight over Democrats' health care demands, which were not part of the bill.
The Affordable Care Act tax credits expire on December 31st. We have to continue to press our case to compel Republicans to deal with this.
President Trump Wednesday night said he would be willing to work with the other side on health care, but took aim at the Affordable Care Act.
It all includes fixing the health care system that Democrats broke with the disaster known as Obamacare. Obamacare was a disaster from day one.
The Senate deal to end the shutdown included the promise of a vote on health care in early December. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Well, coming up, 2 young Joplin dancers are taking their talents overseas as part of Team USA. And later, we're making potato tot nachos in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Some of the most successful competitive dancers in the entire country live right here in Joplin. KOAM sports reporter Ben McLeish has the story of the Putnick sisters.
Inside Ovation Studios in Carthage, you'll find 2 sisters who move like mirrors of one another. They spend hours each day in this room, sharpening every step, every turn, driven by something more than just talent.
I started dancing when I was 3 years old. Honestly, my mom just signed me up. She said, "Oh, your friend's taking dance, and I think this would be something fun for you to do."
But that simple sign-up turned into something extraordinary. Today, 15-year-old Yesvi and 11-year-old Arika Putnick are among the most successful competitive dancers in the region, winning titles across the country and representing the United States on the international stage.
When I got wrapped with the United States flag at the Continental Cup, it was such a great feeling.
And their success is no accident. Behind every performance are long nights, late homework, and a lot of sacrifice.
The next day, sometimes I've woken up at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. I think the earliest I've woken up to do some schoolwork is like 3 a.m. and then gone to school the next day and done it all over again.
Even at that pace, they rarely take a break.
Instead of sitting down or instead of taking that break, we push through the pain.
And it shows.
They are some of the hardest working dancers that I've ever had the privilege of working with.
In the studio, they're dedicated athletes. On stage, they're storytellers.
You're required to have all the athleticism of any athlete, and in many cases more. On top of that, also have to have artistry and be able to have emotion and connection with an audience and be able to perform on stage and just really bring that dynamic to life.
And for these 2, the connection runs deeper than any choreography.
We've done a duet for 5 years now, and every time we've always just connected really well on stage. Honestly, we fight a lot. We have that siblings, arguments and stuff, but that makes us grow stronger on stage.
We never knock. Sibling rivalry? Sure, but also a partnership built on trust, talent, and love.
Yes, we are sisters, we fight, but when you see that like each other has different strengths and you can help each other with that, it's always so helpful to have someone older than me who I can really rely on and tell her everything.
And through every performance, trophy, and late night at the studio, the Putnick sisters continue to prove that hard work and heart go hand in hand.
I would rather go on to a dance competition and be someone else's biggest motivator than win a national champion title, whatever. There's a million dancers in the world, and to know that someone watches me dance and to know someone cares, even one singular person, that means the world to me.
From the floor of Ovation Studios to stages around the country, they dance not just to compete, but to inspire. Ben McLeish, KOAM Sports.
The sisters' incredible journey is far from over. Later this month, they'll join Team USA in Italy and Belgium for the IDO World Championships. Still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
A combination of two favorites is coming up next. If you like big taste, don't go anywhere.
Also nice and sunny skies today, partly cloudy, but on the warmer side, that trend continues through the rest of our work week. I'll have a look at your forecast coming up. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day out there. We still have some lingering clouds, but it is warming up to be a pretty nice day for us. Let's take a look at downtown Pittsburgh right now. Still, like I said, some lingering clouds out there, but it's starting to feel definitely on the warmer side at this moment, and definitely a lot warmer than it typically is this time of the year, and we're definitely not taking that for granted. So let's take a look at our regional temperatures. Why is it getting so warm this time in the year? Well, right now we're getting some nice southerly flow that's bringing in that warm air to our area, and that's going to stick through tomorrow and even into Saturday, and definitely going to increase those temperatures with possibly a record-breaking high on Saturday, but I'll get to that in a minute. Take a look at our future track. So today at noon, like I said, we still have some clouds that are lingering out there, but they will start to dissipate as we progress through the afternoon and into the evening. By about 4 o'clock, we still have some patchy clouds out there. Little bit of some winds out there. There's going to be some gusts up to about 20 or so miles an hour, but by the time we get to the later parts of the afternoon into the evening and overnight, clear skies. Then by the time we get to 5 a.m., there it is. So nice clear morning as you're getting out the door. Nice southerly winds, so it's going to be a pretty decent morning as you're waking up. And let's progress through Friday morning. Some patchy clouds, but mostly sunny for us. Then by about noon, you can see those wind bars. They're going pretty quick out of the south. So tomorrow's going to be on the windier side compared to today, but it's still going to be pretty nice and warm and sunny. Going through Friday afternoon into the evening time, still pretty nice conditions, and it's going to be an overall nice day for our Friday. Our current conditions right now, 73 degrees. It does say sunny, even though there is some lingering clouds out there. Like I was saying, there is some winds today. We actually had a gust up to 24, so it's definitely above that 20. So a little bit windier today, but not too bad. For tomorrow, or for today, 73 degrees, partly cloudy skies on the warmer side, and like I said, a little bit windy, so not too bad. Definitely get outside and enjoy this nice weather. Go for a nice nature walk either this afternoon or this evening, because tonight looks pretty good as well. We're going to drop down to 58 degrees. It's going to be pretty mild. Partly cloudy skies. Those winds are going to start to dissipate through the evening time as well, so definitely go and enjoy this beautiful weather that we have. Tomorrow looks even better. Mostly sunny skies, getting up to 75 degrees. Like I said, on the breezier side, but not too bad, gusting up to 25, maybe see some 30s for miles per hour for our winds, but overall a pretty nice day for today and tomorrow. So 73 for today. Partly cloudy skies. It's actually supposed to be a little bit more sunny on for Thursday. Friday, nice and sunny, 75 for high. On the breezier side, take a look at this on Saturday, 77 degrees. So that is actually our record high at this moment. That was set back in 1960. If we can get to that mark, we'll tie the record, but if we get to 78 degrees in Joplin, we'll break that record that's been there since 1960. So we'll see once we get to Saturday. Let me cool off a little bit on Sunday, getting down to 67, but overall pretty nice day. And then a front moves in Sunday night into Monday, bringing some rain chances to our area. And as you see for the rest of next week, it's going to be on the cooler side. Temperature's going to be back in the 50s and lower 60s, but then it's going to be pretty much rain the rest of next week. So I really don't want to take for granted this beautiful weather that we're having through the weekend.
You know, you really can't ask for a nicer start to November. I know we had that cold spell on Monday, but you know, seeing 60s and 70s in what's really mid-November, it's not something you plan on.
No, definitely. I mean, November is definitely it's definitely not feeling like November, but eventually it'll start to feel like November again.
I know, it's going to hit us soon, but be ready to break out those sweaters.
Definitely.
Well, thanks, Donald. Stick around. We're making potato tot nachos in Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. You probably know them as tater tots, but Howard likes to call them potato tots, and they're the star of this recipe. We're making potato tot nachos in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Here in the Test Kitchen, we love reading your comments on Facebook and on our website. It's what inspires us to create new recipes. Well, today's recipe comes from combining two favorites that are as fun to make as they are to eat. We start by baking some frozen potato tots according to the package directions. I don't know who invented these things, but in my book, they're brilliant. Okay, while they're baking, we saute some ground beef with a package of taco seasoning. You want to make sure you really break it up as it cooks. After both the meat and the tots are done, we spoon the meat over the potatoes, top that with a few black beans that we've drained, and pile on some cheddar cheese. Okay, into the oven it goes until the cheese is all melted. Then we finish it off with some pickled jalapenos, chopped tomatoes, and a handful of sliced scallions. We can even top it off with some sour cream if we want. Is this picture perfect or what? And it's perfect as an appetizer or as a side dish. Want the recipe for what we call potato tot nachos? It's online now, just in time for all those last-minute holiday get-togethers, or when you need something super quick and fun, like when you're decorating the tree or watching football. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we've got a winning combination that'll have you saying, "Ooh, it's so good."
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
We have a beautiful end to our work week. Temperatures in the mid-70s, seeing possibly 77 on Saturday before our front pushes in on Monday, cooling things down and bringing rain chances back for next week. But I've been saying let's not take for granted this beautiful weather that we've been having this week.
That's right. Got to enjoy it while it's here.
Definitely. Sure. Well, what do you have coming up for us tonight?
Well, a lot at 5 for starters. When it comes to giving babies the best start in life, spotting problems early can make all the difference. Researchers in the UK are testing a new device that lets doctors watch newborn brains in real time. We're going to have more on how it helps give babies a healthier start. Plus, how the Empty Bowls fundraiser in Joplin helps feed community members in need. And Freeman health officials are working to raise awareness about lung cancer. Hope you'll join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's coming up today. KOAM News at 5.
Well, thank you so much, Dow. Those all sound great. Well, that's the news for now. Thank you so much for joining us for KOAM News at noon. Have a great afternoon.